Hello all, Onigato here for Oni in the Garden, and we're going to start over with the Blackberry, which is actually looking pretty good. There's all sorts of new growth in the middle of it. You can just kind of see right there, right in there, bunch of new growth. So it's coming along. The old growth looks like it's all burning off, but the new stuff looks like it's adapting pretty well. The blueberry still doesn't look great, still doesn't look dead. So I'll take that as a win. So we're going to come across here. And I really need to get out here and mow. But what you going to do? Over here, the cucumbers are still producing very nicely. Nothing really spectacular going on right now. Let's see if you can spot the... I can't even spot it on the screen right now. Anyways, there's a cucumber, should be right in frame. And then up over here is the muskmelon. I can tell that is in frame. Alright. Got more cucumbers, more muskmelons. The wife just pulled off one about the length of my hand. So that's really good. The corn is coming back, trying to anyways. It's hotter than hell out here though. It's 104. So I don't know that it's going to come back very well. We got cucumbers are growing out of the pen, which is just fine with me. And we've got this one here, which is actually... Just make it out. Make that out right there. That's another muskmelon. Ooh, fuzzy. So, I'm starting to get muskmelons. Come in pretty decently now. Got a butternut squash right in there. And another butternut squash line going across over here. And coming up over to this side. Up here, follow this vine up. And I can't tell if I'm in frame or not, because the sun is in my eyes. I am reflecting really badly off the screen. But anyways, you should be seeing another fairly disformed muskmelon there, but it should shape up a little bit once it starts to ripen. This bed is starting to go to pot. I'm definitely keeping ahead of the aphids, barely. I'm not keeping ahead of the roly-polies, which are doing a number on the beans. And they just freaking heat. The tomato is getting too big for its own good. It hasn't knocked down the cage yet, but that's not from lack of trying. And I'm not sure what these are. They look like growths or something. They smell like tomato plant when I break them, so yeah. But as you can kind of see here, cluster of tomatoes there, bigger cluster of tomatoes here, good sized cluster of tomatoes there. I think I've got a couple others. Oh, yeah, I do. Small cluster here. Small cluster here. So it's finally starting to be productive, which is odd because it's been too hot and now it's 104. That's right, today's official high, 106 actually. It's only about 4:30, 5 o'clock right now. So it's going to get a little bit hotter before the day is out. These beans are looking good. I'm surprised there's so much growth, but it is growing in very nicely, so I'll take it. This bed of strawberries is looking very nice. There are no fruit on there right now. I'm just waiting for it to start throwing runners. The cilantro is well dead. And this pot here is looking very nice right now. The pot beside it, we forgot to water it one day, and it died. The bell peppers keep throwing little flower pods and keep losing them. So I don't know what's going on. They're really droopy, but they droop in the middle of the day and then they come back first thing in the morning. So I've moved the potato because as you can see, it is super wilty. I watered it yesterday evening and just watered it again about 10 minutes ago. But it's super wilty. It's not handling this 105 weather very well. The ornamentals are all kind of doing very nicely. The partridge pea had a bunch of pods that dried up and were starting to throw seeds. So I gathered some of the seeds and scattered them across the yard. The apple tree is trying to throw other branches. I'm just going to let it do its thing for now. Over here, I think this thing's dead. Or if it's not really dead, it's on its way out. And you can see it is just dry. They said full sun. I think 2/3 sun is fine. This thing's still doing really well though. It throws flowers every morning, which is kind of pleasant, and I can see the bees are enjoying that, so that's really nice. Sister plant to the one that's cooked over here is starting to spread out. So yeah, it's doing pretty decently. Make sure it's actually in frame. I can't see a thing. Okay. But, yeah, it's actually doing a lot better here in the semi-shade. So, that's where everything is right now. It's 105. We're still getting cucumbers off occasionally and everything else. But that's slowed down even a little bit. So, y'all have yourselves a good one.